Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Office Agenda 247. I hope that everyone is doing fine and they are focused for their CAB exam preparation. So in June, we are having the exam, and mostly the query which we are receiving is regarding the elective subject pertaining to the rural banking as well. So this particular session will be talking about the key focus areas of rural banking elective. If you have chosen the rural banking elective, how you can cover it, fine, how you can cover it effectively and try to score more than 60 marks. That's the objective of our session. So let's start with the first thing, that you need to focus on the syllabus. You must know the syllabus, and in this particular syllabus only we'll be discussing that what all important subtopics are there. When I talk about rural elective as a subject, there are 4 modules, and out of those 4 modules, the most important ones are your module B as well as module A. So the foundation will be laid in the module A, which will be capitalized in module B. If you are working in the bank in, you can say, agri credit, rural credit, then module B will be a cakewalk for all of you. If not, then it will be a tough nut to crack. Let me give you an idea in this particular session. So for module A, it is your rural India, and when we talk about rural India, it will start with the basic, very basic things. First of all, we will be talking about the demographic features. Within this demographic feature, what all areas you need to focus. See, the areas are well defined in the syllabus. That's a silver lining when we talk about the rural elective, rural banking elective. That is the silver lining, that we know that which areas are there. Okay, so when I talk about the demographic features, what will be the first important topic? It will be the committees. Fine, it will be the committees. The committees of what? Committees of various health initiatives. Fine, various committees are there within the health initiatives. Various bodies are there when we talk about the health initiative. Various initiatives are there by Government of India which will be covered under this particular topic. So health comes out to be the most important topic when we talk about the demographic features. Then again, in the characteristics of rural society, you will have more committees pertaining to what? Panchayati Raj institutions. And PRIs, the committees, the 4 important committees starting from Balwant Rai Mehta committee, will be discussing that. Then in economic features, mostly you will see that the economic indicators like GDP and GVA, these will be discussed at length when we talk about the agri and allied activities. The livestock census, everything will be clubbed together, and we'll be discussing that in economic features. Infrastructure, all those initiatives of Government of India pertaining to the rural infrastructure, be it the Sadak Yojana, fine, the flagship scheme of the government, or for that matter your big projects which relate to the agri credit. All those infrastructure wise, you need to remember what? The data points. Various data will be there, like your launch year of a particular initiative, then what is the objective of that initiative, what funds are earmarked for that particular initiative. When I talk about agri economy, again an extension of the economic features you will be seeing into the agriculture economy. How the economy of agriculture of rural areas will pan out in future, that will also be discussing in the unit 5. So the focus areas will be only the unit number 1, unit number 2, unit number 3 and 4. After that, these rural development policies, although they are related directly to the you can say agri credit, also in the rural development policies you will see certain aspects, certain characteristics which are pertaining to the rural credit directly, but they are not that important. Fine, when we talk about the PYQs from the unit number 6 and unit number 7, not many questions have been asked by IIBF. So you need to focus on unit number 1 till unit number 4. Unit 5, I would say that it is an extension of unit number 3 only. Fine, agriculture economy and economic features you must study by correlating them. Rural development policies, although policies are important, but they will be mostly under the characteristics or infrastructure. You will be finding them overlapping. Okay, so this is the key area, key focus area when we talk about the rural India, module A. In module B, as I was telling you in the initial you can say start of the lecture of this particular session, that module B is the most important one. And why it is the most important one? Because it directly relates to banking. financing the rural development. The name suggests, fine, the name will suggest you its importance, that is financing the rural development. And how you will finance the rural development? Via banks. Okay, agri credit, the separate vertical for agri credit will be there. Regulation of rural financial services will be the first unit, that is unit number 8 will be the first unit of module B. When I talk about regulation, it is not that important. Okay, for the examination, if we are sticking to the particular session's name, that is key focus areas, then it is not that important. When we talk about rural credit institution, this is the most important area. The key focus area starts from unit number 9. Financing the agri and allied services. Here you need to specifically focus upon the financing options. There is one topic, financing options, where you need to focus upon. Financing the rural non-farm sector. Rural non-farm sector. Non-farm sector, why they are important for the rural development? Because ultimately the employment generation will consist of rural areas, the rural employment, as well as your semi-urban areas, and in both these areas the farm sector will contribute something and non-farm sector will also contribute something. SME finance, hands down, it is the most important unit. Here you cannot miss anything. Fine. The key focus area here will be what? The entire chapter. Okay. So the entire chapter will be important in unit number 12, I would say, because key focus area is not there. The entire chapter is very important. Same goes for unit number 13, the most bulky unit of the entire syllabus, having 91 pages. Okay, so the potential of this particular unit, that is concepts of projects, aspects of project formulation and appraisal and model bankable projects, it is huge. The potential of asking question is huge from this particular unit, because see, the rural credit institutions and your financing agriculture and allied activities, whatever you have studied here, it will directly be conceptualized in the unit number 13. So the concepts of project, then your aspects of project formulation, the project financing and appraisal, along with the model bankable project, very highly important, I would say. If one unit you need to target in the entire syllabus, it should be unit number 13. Maximum questions you will see in the exam from this particular unit. You cannot ignore any topic here. Next we have module C, relatively easier than your module D, because here things are very sorted. I am assuming that you guys remember the syllabus of JAIIB. Although being a senior, being a senior to the JAIIB aspirant, chances are less, because you have cleared maybe 6 months or 4 months earlier the JAIIB examination. But still, I assume that you are a very serious aspirant. That is why you must be knowing the priority sector lending norms. Okay, so priority sector financing, it comes in your ABM also in CAIIB exam. So overlapping will be there. The concept will be there in various subjects. But do you need to skip this module? No, this is a low hanging fruit, because you already know maximum things here. So priority sector financing and government initiatives, you will find the most important ones being unit number 14, the priority sector lending, the RBI's master guideline. Fine, RBI master guideline, the table is very important. Here you must focus. This will be the key focus area in this particular chapter. Poverty alleviation programs, again most important one. When we talk about all the programs, the genesis, how it happened, why it happened, when it happened, all these things will be covered in your unit number 15, how government wants to eradicate poverty from our country. Unit 16 talks about the rural housing and educational loans, and here housing and education, as you know, it will be a part of your PSL targets as well. So basically extension only, because the module name is this na, priority sector financing and government initiatives. So we'll be club all the initiatives of Government of India will be clubbed together along with the RBI's master guidelines, and we will have a particular module, that is module C. So very interesting. I will highly recommend everyone to study this particular module with interest. Fine, you must develop an interest in this particular module, because it will reap benefits in your real banking life as well. Okay, fine. So any doubt guys, you can just ask me. Any doubt? Fine. Then let's move on to unit number 17, the initiatives of RBI under financial inclusion and financial education programs, along with that implementation of various poverty reduction programs. So more or less you will see rural banking, the elective rural banking will have a structure wherein mostly you will see that one particular unit is an extension of another unit. Like here unit number 15 talks about what? Poverty alleviation program, and ultimately when you will move on to unit number 17 you will see the implementation of various poverty reduction programs. So if you miss a particular unit in between, you will be in doldrums, you will not be able to make more sense in the particular unit, that is unit number 17. So do one thing, whenever you are studying about rural banking, a rural banking elective, then one thumb rule which I will highly recommend to all of you is that start in sequence. Do not just pick and choose the units, pick and choose the topics. Yes, you can do that, but do not skip any unit, because linkage will be created in the previous unit or previous to previous unit as well. Then we have the last module with us, that is module D. Here the key focus will be on the unit number 19. Okay, maximum questions you will see that they come from unit number 19. Unit 19 pertains to role of technology and financial inclusion and rural development. So all the initiatives of Government of India which are relatively you can say important for the rural credit, for the rural areas, they will be covered under the unit number 19. Problems and prospects in rural banking, module D. Unit 18, role of banking, not that important, because here the very general idea is given. Fine, the syllabus prescribes a very general idea to us that what is the role of banking in the agricultural field, or you can say the rural areas. But for the exam point of view, the key focus area should be unit number 19th and all the topics of unit 19. Here in the book, role of technology, basic definitions will be given, basic aspects will be covered, but we at Office Data 247, we will ensure that all those initiatives which are important under unit 19, which are being asked in the paper of 2023, which was considered to be the toughest one, fine, all those topics, all those subtopics will be covered by us. Unit 20, financing poor as bankable opportunities, microcredit and self-help group. Another very important key focus area is your self-help group. Why SHG is important for our rural India, why it is important for the Indian economy, and how banks are providing finance to the SHGs. All these things will be covered here, and all these are very important. They form the key focus area in your module D. Okay, so this was it from my side. If you have any query pertaining to the rural banking elective, if you want to know more about the rural banking elective, if you want a separate session for something else pertaining to rural banking, do let me know in the chat section, in the comment section. I'll be bringing up all those, you can say, FAQs, or for that matter all those doubts which you have will be resolved in the subsequent videos as well. Right now also, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the live chat. What all doubts do you have? Okay, so one piece of information from my side to all of you, that if you are preparing for rural banking, fine, rural banking, and you are okay with you can say bilingual medium as well. So we are bringing up an event on the bilingual channel tonight, that is 9:30. It will be live on Officers Adda 247 channel. If you want to attend that and know that how we are going to help you out in the preparation journey of rural banking, it is highly recommended to attend that particular session and reap the benefit out of the discussion. Okay, so any doubt, again I'm reiterating, just pour down your doubts in the comment section, and we'll meet you in the next session. Goodbye, take care.